family lives close to Bennet. Sir William Lucas was a merchant in Meryton, where he was fortunate, and he rose to worship the Emperor during his time as mayor. The differences are very strong. He put it on his business, as well as in his small town, for sale. The two travelled, and she and her family moved to a house near Meryton, as a global organisation. For he is exalted far above all reproach, and he has not been exalted. He was a loving man to all, though. This means that he was not angry, kind, unyielding. Talking to St. James respects her. Lady Lucas is a very beautiful woman, not smart enough to be a mother. Bennet. They have small children. First of all, he was Elizabeth's closest friend, a wise and intelligent woman of about 20 years. Miss Lucas's and Miss Bennet's need to sit together to discuss football. In the morning of the same day, the meeting began to present Longbourn for audience and discussion. "Good evening, Charlotte," said Bennet, who devoted himself to Mrs. Luke. "This is Bingley's first election." "Yes, but he looks like he really likes the latter." "Ah, this means Jane, I think, because I've played her twice. Obviously, because she's so polite. I think she feels... I heard something, but I don't know anything about Mr. Robinson." "Maybe you can explain what I heard between him and Robinson. I didn't tell you? Robinson asked him how it was from our meeting. Meryton, he thought. Many beautiful things. The woman inside was so beautiful. He immediately answered the last question. Oh, Bennet's old woman, for sure. There are no two opinions on this matter." "I mean, well, it's designed, right? But it probably doesn't make sense, you know." "I feel a lot, Eliza," Charlotte said. "Darcy doesn't mind listening to his friend, does he? Eliza is bad. Please don't put Lizzie on her head to make her misbehave, because she's a bad person, and it's a bad thing she doesn't like." "Mom, do you believe that? Is something wrong with that? Jane Ugg. I saw Darcy talking to them." "Yes, because he always thought how much he loved the Netherlands. He could not reciprocate, but the girl said she was angry with the person who told her." "Mrs. Bingley told me she didn't say much, but about her best friends. To her, she was very happy," Jane said. "My friend, I can't believe it. If he had agreed, Mrs. Long would have spoken, but I can imagine how. Everyone said they ate proudly, and I have to say they listened to Ms. She hadn't had a boat in a long time and angrily came to the ball." "I have nothing to worry about if I don't talk to Lady Long," Miss Lucas said. "But it's a good time to dance with Eliza." "Sometime, Lizzie," her mother said. "I wouldn't dance with her if I were." "I hope, Mom, you can swear she won't dance with her." Miss Lucas said, "It's not always his pride that makes me proud, because there are reasons to do so. No wonder he is such a good guy, and his family, his property is his, all. Because they have to think about his interests. If I may say so, he would be proud." Elizabeth said, "Yes, if he has not humiliated me, I can easily forgive his pride." "Pride?" said Mary, showing a sense of humour. "I was wrong, I think. A prominent person, and how many of us look at self-confidence for profit, honesty, or sensitivity? Ignorance and pride are different," she said. "The way we think about ourselves, we don't want others to think of us." "I will be rich like Mr. Darcy," said little Luke, along with his sisters. "I am not surprised at my pride. I have a bag of fox fur and a bottle of wine every day." "Then he drank more than he should," says Bennet. "When I saw you there, I grabbed your bottle." The young man said there was no reason for this. He always says he will do it, and when the argument is over, he will come back. until next week.
Although apparently they have small children, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I give you buggers.
This bloody plane's driving me mad. Usually there's a plane like every minute. You see, the airport's been closed for ages and it's just opened again. But unfortunately all the airlines have pulled out of it apart from EasyJet, which were on planes every minute because they don't care.
Apparently, the Miss Lucases and the Miss Bennets, which would be us two, we need to sit together to discuss football.
Well, we'll have to pretend to sit. So otherwise you have to alter the camera.
Well, you've got a
Yes.
seat.
Hello. That's a football.
Well,
Yeah,
we'd
I
have
can
to,
throw it to you.
you'd have to
Oh,
alter the
God.
camera, wouldn't you, if they are sitting?
Yes. Well,
Just stand, it doesn't matter, they won't know.
discussing this. It's football, not handball.
So what happens next?
Well, we have a conversation, I believe.
I don't know where this bit is. What's it? Oh,
Miss
it's right up
Lucases
there.
and Miss Bennets need to sit together to discuss football.
Okay.
So, discussing
okay.
football.
Okay. It's good evening, Charlotte, said Bennett, who devoted himself to Mrs. Luke's. This is me again. This
Who
has
am I?
been-
Am I?
Well,
Well, one, it's
Where's Charlotte
really,
Elizabeth?
yes, it's Elizabeth Bennett and Charlotte Lucas having a conversation,
Yes.
really.
So who's who? Which versus which?
one of them should say, got to say good evening, Charlotte. Well, probably you, I should think. Because you've been Mrs. Bennett before.
Mom, do you believe that?
I can't say mom in an English accent, it's so stupid. Because it just comes out as mom.
Oh, I don't know who's saying this now. Oh, Bennett's old woman for sure. There are no two opinions on this matter. I mean, well, it's designed right, but it probably doesn't make sense, you know. Make her misbehave because she's a bad person, and it's bad things she doesn't like.
We have to try and put somebody has to try and put Lizzie on her head.
Yes.
I suggest you turn the camera.
Well, not really. But we just...
If I finish with this football, by the way.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, get rid of
Yes.
it. Yes.
Oh.
Pride, said Mary, showing a sense of humour.
Which one's being sorry? I mean, you were there last time. We can swap round.
Okay, I was Mary with that. Okay.
Well,
No, we can swap round. It doesn't really matter.
I've no idea which would be which anyway, because they keep on changing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, they do.
Pride said, I will be rich like Mr. Darcy,
Oh, yes, that's one of their little brothers.
said little Luke.
Whoever's that going to...
By Pride, I have a bag of fox fur
That would be good.
and a bottle of wine every day. So we're on another chapter now. Long-born women later lived with Dutchmen.